We're here at B&M Hydraulics. I've just had the motor repaired for the little Kubota digger, because as it turns out, when you run your digger with no hydraulic oil, it ruins them.
I'm glad that's nice and light.
Who would have thought? Yeah, how's that pump? The servo pump.
Really heavy.
Yeah, let me
really
just take that
careful.
off you. I'll use Mr Hewes hoodie to keep that clean. Good, it's a good advert for the hoodie, sir. They make good rags as well as hoodies. We got a few bits and pieces doing this video, so try and keep up. But we did do a bit of ploughing last weekend, which we'll show you now.
That's deep, that is. So go.
Are we going?
We're going away.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so it is now winter and we need to catch up with all the many projects and jobs that we've been promising people we're going to be doing but haven't been doing because we've been at shows and one thing and another. We have already finished, not finished, but got one of the projects that's been sat doing nothing for many months to a good stage where we're running and driving on Mad Max now, so we're really pleased about that. So what we want to do is keep the momentum going because we've got many things to do. We want to start on the T34 with the painting, get the hull and everything painted. We've still got the Chieftain, concrete Chieftain, which we're showing you here. We'll just give you a sneak peek. We have started putting the coat of paint on there. Don't look too much. And of course, all the other weird and wonderful things like the radio trailer camper van conversion, that's now in the workshop. So we'll be showing you a little bit about that while we're here. The Diamond T, which is part of that same project. And of course, one of everyone's favourite is the D9 bulldozer, which we're going to bring in the workshop now. So some of the things that we need to finish with the D9 bulldozer, we need to put a end roller here, because what we have found is sometimes when you're winching down to something low, the winch cable gets close and touches on that, and when you're feeding it back in, and what we don't want to do is it will actually, if it was under high tension pulling down, it would actually cut the wire. So we need to put a decent return roller there, just so it doesn't try and cut it. We need to make another bracket like that where I want to put one of these Boniface towing things. So we've got plenty of anchor points, so I want to make another plate like that to go there, that one, and then this one here, like we said before, go up high again, so when you're doing snatch box to and fro and you can do pull from different corners, same on the other side. And everyone said we were going to snap the winch off and break the machine and do all that when we're trying it, and we've tried our hardest to snap it and break it, and we haven't managed it so far. So because of that, we're going to continue, as we said, and make it even stronger. So we're going to put a brace in that will go in there and go all the way back here. That will stop it from being able to tilt, but of course we're not actually using it as a bulldozer, we're using it for recovery, but we're going to make them removable so we could still manoeuvre the blade if we needed to. And then the next thing we need to be doing, and what's in the workshop, will be drawing up and measuring for the bar armour over the windscreen. The hydraulic pipes that are currently running over the bonnet, they will actually run like that because that's the best place for them to run, but we'll make a nice channel that they can sit in because they obviously need to go forward and back a little bit. Plenty to do, and then when all that's done, we shall give it a thorough prep and get it painted. And at some point, we'll work out what we're going to do at the rear of the machine, because you know, it's all well and good having something cool on the front of it, but it'd also be nice to have something quite cool on the back of it that will be useful for the recovery as well. So do we put another great big winch on the back? Do we put the ripper on and try and use that and integrate that into some sort of thing? Don't know. Again, if you've got some good ideas, we're all ears. What are we doing now? Better get that trailer in. This is just normal Defender.
This is routine operation.
Yeah. I'll gently set off. Has hurt my neck a little bit, leaving it out. I've got to weight that trailer, isn't it? I'd say that probably weighs close to the legal towing limit for that.
Just under.
So what we want to do with this, you wonder why we just randomly picked up the Rogers trailer, is it's actually in pretty good condition, as we said in previous videos. So this winter we're just going to needle gun the worst of the flaky paint off and give it a nice coat of Marcus Glenn's olive drab, just to make it look a bit nicer. We've got some new lights to go on. I know it's post-war, so it's got these sliding outriggers, but they've made such a nice job of that. We're just going to leave that how it is. It's a Second World War trailer adapted to use for moving leopards, wasn't it? So quite an unusual thing, but they've made such a nice job of it, and it's in good condition. We're going to keep it the same. We needle gun the wheels, the outer wheels, and straighten the ramps a little bit. They've had a bit of hammer. There's a pin or two that could do with changing, and we'll actually put some nicer looking, they won't be period lights, but we'll try and get them to be legal and looking nice. But yeah, just another little job, which is a good reason. Jack's just gone on holiday for 3 weeks, isn't it? To America, to go to Disneyland. Useless boy! Check the oil on this. Not a problem. Definitely don't need a bigger shed. Definitely don't need a bigger workshop. Should we check the engine? Because I haven't checked this since we picked it up from Luke. The engine's still there. Oh, it's looking a bit good. Good light. Bloody good light. The handy light. Yeah. Forklift, strong. Leg extension. Is that right? I've been using this quite a lot. It's quite a handy truck. I started when I did, before I went doing the tanks, I was doing mobile mechanics and a little Ford Connect van with a snap-on toolbox in that was worth about 4 times what the van was worth. That's what you do when you're young. You spend loads of money on stuff that doesn't matter, like a snap-on toolbox. It was a complete waste of money, and spent about 300 quid on the van, which blew up. I digress. Anyway, this is the pump we picked up at the start of the video, and you're wondering probably what relevance this is. This is for the Kubota mini digger, which is there, because people keep asking when we're going to do the next bit of digging. And we have found, well, records that show there could be a possible another underground layer to find on the farm. But the digger has been abused and ran with no oil, and the pump had ended up filing itself and has deposited itself in that filter over there. So I've been on to BTE plant sales and got some genuine Kubota bits and pieces and filters. We're going to slap them pumps on, get that up and running, and of course the Chieftain Ploughing tractor tank has now arrived, and I've specially modified the top of my tank to actually fit under this low part of the workshop where it will spend its winter time, so I'm trying to get places to put everything. The M60, I'm just waiting on one fabrication. He will be coming over soon to assist me with the welding on that. And I'm just waiting on 1 or 2 more little bits and pieces for the M60 engine, the giant V12 Continental engine. So one or two more pieces I just need to gather up before we start hopefully rebuilding the broken side. If those that can't remember, it's the engine that melted all the pistons quite badly. So more on the M60 very soon. So if I'm wondering how we were getting on at the National Ploughing Championships, other than my very not straight ploughing, the actual tank performed really well. We only had one slight issue, and I'll own up, it was my fault. So this has a flow fit hydraulic 24 volt tail pack, basically a hydraulic motor and spool valve, which was working perfectly. It has a little remote control that you could work from a distance and make the arms go up and down and flip the plough. It was brilliant. Until I turned the donkey engine on. So people that don't know, tanks don't automatically trip into charging. You have to sort of tell them to start charging the batteries. But they charge a lot harder than 24 volts. And the little brain on that tailpack system was very power sensitive, and what it didn't need was 36 volts. That blew the little brain up. So then halfway through the ploughing match, I no longer had control on the remote. I had to go underneath, pull the wires out and cross the wires to make it go up and down and flip the plough, which was not ideal. But we managed it. So if you're listening, Flowfit, I could do with a new remote and brain because I blew it up. Not your fault, my fault. I'll have to put a voltage regulator on it, but you know, you live and you learn. Went really well. No fractures on the back plate made on the Swift cut machine. So good work, Adam at One Fabrication. We tried our hardest to break it. I was steering a little bit with the plough on the ground. We didn't snap it off. So yeah, it went quite well. The oil leak on the tank has developed quite badly, and I think later on, maybe this year, we may pull the engine out, give it a full service, and Might even give it a bit of a paint up in the engine bay, and eventually we will do the outside, but we've got plenty to do at the moment. So another thing we're doing this week is having a sort out of all the tit and tat that we've accumulated over the years. When we buy vehicles, they often come with radio equipment, old rounds, and you know, when am I ever going to need whatever that is? So we're going to get rid of a load of this stuff at the Malvern Military event this weekend. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
So we're going to take a van load of bits and pieces. We've also got some silhouettes left. I don't know if I'm holding that up the right way around, but we will take there because I know a few people have asked about them. So we will be there selling bits and pieces. Do come down and buy all of the crap that we don't need so we can get it out the sheds and make room.
That was highly valuable.
For more tanks. This is said Chieftain. Yeah, I've got a gammy eye. Everyone's going to go on about the gammy eye. Yes, I know, there's something wrong with it. There's also plenty wrong with me as a person. Anyway, behind me here... behind me here is the radio trailer that Bob Keel, Mr Keel himself, has been slowly turning it into a gentleman's caravan that we plan to use at the shows. And also over here is the Diamond T that... I don't know who that is. Someone has turned up with a load of junk, and I'm just trying to think which one of my friends that may be. We'll continue in a second. I was right. A friend had actually turned up with a load of junk. And what were we on about? We were on about, the Diamond T. So, originally I had hoped that when we convert the Diamond T, people haven't realised, and go back a video, but I've decided that we're keeping the Diamond T because we're going to use the Diamond T to tow the living van trailer, the radio trailer. So we took the big ballast body off and we're going to fit a fifth wheel. And I was hoping we could do it so when it was connected, it's going to sit nice and level. At the minute, it is bang on level. And as you can see, the fifth wheel pin's there. It's very close to the chassis there. That's before we've even up to the fifth wheel. So basically, in the nicest possible way, my plans have been completely ruined, which is a bit of a shame. It's not ruined. It'll just mean that when it's connected, it'll go down the road like that, which would mean that when I park up somewhere, I'm going to have to unhook, wind the legs down, and yeah, I was hoping to be able to just leave it connected. But there is another option. A friend of mine came in and suggested we could simply just measure some blocks, some ramps almost, and make some special pair of ramps that when you're on the site, you just take them out here, slip on the wheels, pull forward, and then it'll be the right level. Let us know in the comments what you think we should do, or do we go and lower the axle on the trailer so the trailer sits higher, which is going to be a problem because then it's not going to fit in any building. Because we'll probably ought to keep it inside because it should be nice when we finish. So yeah, issues that we need to address. I've ordered the steel now to make all of the adaptations because, like I say, I don't want to drill new holes into the original chassis, so I'm going to make, on the Swift Cut CNC plasma, we're going to make special brackets that we can just bolt on so the fifth wheel is completely removable and we haven't damaged the vehicle's authenticity if you wanted to change it back. Let's show people what it's like in the back of the trailer. I can't remember how far we've got when we last did a video on this at Bob's, but it's now not at Bob's, it's now very much at the workshop where we're going to finish the rest of the way. But as you can tell, it's starting to look a little bit more like a gentleman's living suite. That's the plan we're going for. So we've got the toilet and bathroom area over here. Fancy handles. Have a look in there. Little showers coming along well. It's rather nice, isn't it? We have got a sliding door into the boudoir. The boudoir, 2 lights above the thing. We're going to have a bit of a thing here to hang clothes because for some reason girls want to hang clothes. I don't know why you need so much clothes. Little table, we're going to have a mirror, a vanity mirror as Bob keeps calling it because he thinks I spend ages beautifying myself. But I'm already naturally beauty. But Bob, if you're watching, there has been a design flaw because when we drove the trailer here, what happens is this rattles its way open when the door's back, and then when you pull it forward, it gets caught on the back side of that, and then you can't close the door. You have to use the welding rod to go behind there and flick it back. So that's to be worked on. Yeah. You're new to that, aren't you? Look at that little thingy for... Well, I can only assume it's something to do with cooking. I won't have a clue, but... Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? So, have people seen the sofa that we got for this? We got rather a cool sofa that's going to go there. Yeah.
Your hoodie matches the paint.
This is the first hoodie. So when we started selling merchandise, because everyone was whinging that we need to sell merchandise, so we started making merchandise or selling merchandise. This is the very first one. You can see I've done a lot of welding in it. It's done a lot of washing. I've done a lot of running under tanks. How long have we been selling merch for now? This is the same. This is the first hoodie.
We did that for the launch.
You can't even tell
Fight.
it's misusing much. It's been washed and hammered that much because I've literally used it like every single day for years and years. So it just shows they're quite durable. So if you haven't got a hoodie or something, because winter is around the corner, go and buy a hoodie and keep warm. And I think that'll do for... how do you turn this off? That's your torch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll have another video at the end of the week. Swift cutter ringing me now, so this better be good. We'll speak to you later.